Hello, my name is Dana Mahoney and I'm a research analyst with Goldline Research. Goldline Research is an independent marketing and information services firm that evaluates professional services providers throughout the United States. We recently completed an evaluation of home theater designers in the U.S. This presentation contains a brief overview of what home theater designers do, characteristics of a good home theater designer, recommendations for working with a home theater designer, our research findings and methodology, and of course a summary. So what are home theater designers and what do they do? Home theater designers help consumers select audio and video equipment suitable to their needs. They design and install or construct home theaters, for example audio and video equipment and home theater rooms. They provide home automation services, for example lighting and shade control or security, and they provide specialized IT services such as computer networking related to the home theater. Home theater designers are usually compensated on a per-project basis. Typically, fees are based upon an hourly rate or a fixed fee for the entire project. There are additional fees for the purchase of home theater and automation equipment. Home theater designers are required to obtain a low-voltage electrical license in many states for installation work. If a home theater designer is doing more than simple installation, he or she might require a contractor's license, and the work will likely require city, county, or state permits. Check your state for license information and any disciplinary action that has been taken against the professional that you are considering. So what makes a good home theater designer? Here are a few of the things that we've seen over the years that help distinguish home theater designers. Home theater designers are good listeners and good communicators. Creating a functional home theater is not necessarily difficult. However, creating a home theater that maximizes the space that it's in and is both functional and aesthetically pleasing takes both skill and design. And the only way to do that is to listen carefully to what each individual client is looking for and make the home theater simple to use. They are careful about setting expectations that are within client budget ranges or needs. This is one of the biggest pitfalls that we see out in the marketplace. Inexperienced home theater designers do not match client desires with realistic budgets, resulting in an unfinished project or projects that run well over budget. They are thorough, professional, and diligent. There are numerous stories of home theater designers that do not show up when expected or who show up late, who leave project sites dirty after the installation has been completed, and do not understand local permitting and as a result put their clients in jeopardy of having work stopped or fines issued. They are up to date on latest technologies and equipment. Home theater technology changes constantly and equipment prices come down almost as fast. If your home theater designer does not stay up to date, you will end up with last year's model at last year's price. They are able to offer a range of services, not just a home theater installation, and many people want to include lighting and shades in a home theater room. If your home theater installer is simply a TV hanger, he won't serve your needs. They can perform new installations as well as upgrades and retrofits. You might have installed a home theater in the past and now you want an upgrade. Many firms are only interested in new project design and they are not interested in retrofit work. In addition, as technology changes, you may want to be able to access your home theater designer to upgrade your existing home theater design. The home theater industry is fraught with stories of unprofessional firms that are unlicensed and do subpar work. Here are a few of the things that we would recommend you consider before you choose a home theater design firm. Do work with home theater designers that provide a written project plan with explicit timelines and cost estimates. This is key. You need to have a written plan for your home theater designer in place before you begin work to avoid cost overruns and unfinished work. You should also expect your home theater designer to utilize design tools such as D-Tools or Visio when providing a written plan to you. These tools will provide a visual representation of what your home theater will look like when completed. Do work with home theater designers that have 10 years or more of industry experience. Home theater design is as much about project management as it is knowing the latest and greatest technologies. A home theater designer with many years of industry experience has probably experienced the pitfalls that a newcomer does not know how to avoid. Do work with home theater designers that have clients and projects that are similar in size and scope to yours and that have been successfully completed. If your project is a $100,000 home theater project, ask to see and speak with clients that have had similar projects completed in the recent past. Do not work with home theater designers that do not have appropriate licensing and that are not knowledgeable about local permitting rules if appropriate. If you are simply installing a new television or a stereo system and you will not need permits. However, if you plan to install a new electrical outlet or cooling systems, you likely will. Make sure that your home theater designer is properly licensed and that you obtain the requisite permits before beginning work. Do not work with home theater designers that are not authorized dealers of the products and/or equipment that they represent. If you choose a home theater designer that purports to be certified by a certain product manufacturer but is not, it is likely that your product warranty will be void, which means that anything that malfunctions with that product, you may not be covered. Do not work with home theater designers whose main business is not home theater design. We've seen numerous firms without home theater design experience move into the industry during the good times only to exit during the bad. Make sure that your home theater designer is in the home theater design business to stay. And now onto our research findings. Goldline Research undertakes a multi-step research process to identify leading providers based upon a predetermined set of criteria. Our research process includes market analysis, individual company interviews, and consumer calls. During our multi-month research process, we identified approximately 20,000 home theater designers in the U.S. We found that the typical firm offers more than 15 years of experience, has been in the business for nearly 10 years, has a staff of 5 including 3 installers, has 400 clients, and represents 30 different home theater and home automation product manufacturers. We found that the typical firm has a client-to-staff ratio of 67:1 and a client-installer ratio of 100:1. Both metrics measure the productivity and the client service capabilities of a home theater design firm. In addition, we found that the typical firm employs at least one installer with a CDS certification or a product manufacturer certification. Finally, given the current economic environment, home theater design firms have quickly branched out into a whole home automation and specialized IT services such as computer networking to augment their service offerings and provide more services to their existing clients. Remember that these are just averages and that the professional or firm that you choose may either exceed or even fall short of these metrics but still serve your needs very well. So, in summary, there are more than 20,000 home theater design firms in the U.S. During our research process, we found that the typical firm has more than 15 years of industry experience, has been in the business nearly 10 years, and has approximately 400 clients. We highly recommend that you interview multiple firms and/or designers before you make a selection. Quality in the industry varies greatly, and there's at least one horror story for every good story because of the lack of professionalism in the industry. If you have any questions or need more information about us, please feel free to visit our website at www.goldlineresearch.com or call us at 415-892-9400. Thank you.